Hello guys, and welcome to this video. This video is going to be a continuation of a previous web project that we did, where we built a web development agency website using HTML and CSS. So in the previous video, we just did the basic view. That's like the laptop view, desktop view. So right now we're going to work on the responsiveness, which means if we open this website on mobile phones, on tablets, or any laptop, it should also look good. So for this, you're going to need a Chrome extension called Mobile Simulator. So just open your browser, go to google.com, and then search for Chrome Store. Search for Chrome Store, then click on the first link, then come to the top hand side and search for Mobile Simulator. Mobile Simulator. So this is it, the first one here. You click on it, then click on Add to Chrome. Select Add Extension. So it's going to download the extension for Chrome. So what this extension does, it gives us the view of different devices. You can select each device and then check out how the website will look on each device. So once it's done downloading, it will show you this. So you can cancel this page. So you can go back to our website, click on this at the top right hand side, follow my mouse pointer, click on extensions, click on manage extensions. Then you should see it here. So we need to tick a few things so we can be able to use the extension. So click on details, scroll down and tick these three toggles right here. So pin to toolbar, so that to pin it at the toolbar so that we can have access to it all the time. And you are done. So if you go back to our website, if you click on the extension, you can then select which device you want to check how the website looks. So right now it only looks good on laptops. So if I select MacBook Air, this is how the website will look on MacBook Air. So it looks good on MacBooks. So it's going to look good on laptops basically. So we want to make it look good on mobile phones. See the iPhone X. So it looks terrible right now. So we want to make it look good on iPhones, on mobile phones. Make it look good on tablets. So this is how it looks on tablets, and then laptops. So it looks good already on laptops. So let's begin. So you're gonna want to go to your code editor. How we do it is that we create a second CSS file, and then we call it mobile.css. You can also put the responsive stylings inside the style.css, but it's just the conventional way, so that just not to make things too congested basically. So mobile.css. So right now we're going to want to target some particular screen sizes. So right now we want to target our mobile displays, that's mobile phones. So let's link the mobile.css. Okay, it's already linked. So all you have to do is just type link. Just type link and select CSS and then the name of the file. So you can just do / source css mobile.css. So that's the file we want to link right now. So let's begin. Traditionally, what I do is I target some screen sizes. So if you check out this extension, you would see that the largest mobile phone you have here is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the width is 430. So you hardly see a smartphone which has a larger width of maybe 450. So I target like 450 pixels and below. So let's start. So I'll leave a comment. Mobile phones. Under that, at media, and then the screen size, max width 450 pixels. So anything below 450 pixels will have these particular styles. So what I do is I like to target something in the mobile.css to make sure that it is being targeted for only smartphones, or particularly just that, or like to make sure that what I'm targeting is for this particular screen width that I added here. So if we check the website, I can target this H1 right here and providing the best web services. So if I check my HTML, it should be this H2 right here, which has a class of hero heading. So I'll target the hero heading. So what I want to do is I want to make it not visible for mobile phones, just to make sure that I'm targeting only mobile phones. So by the class of hero heading, then display of none. So what this means is that it will not show on any screens that are 450 and below. So let's check it out. Can you see it's gone? But if I check it on tablet, providing web services is here. So what we are correctly, and on laptop, it's still there. So we're correctly targeting our mobile phones. So let's continue. We can now clean this hero heading. So this is a project. You just go along with me, and I will still link the source code, the project code in the video description, so that in case maybe you make any mistake, you can reference the code. So I added a class called mdNone, meaning anything that I give the class of mdNone will not show on smartphones. Display none. The next thing we target is the btn primary. And we said mostly the thing you're going to be doing when you're working on responsiveness is just to adjust the padding, the margin, the font size, and size of images. Basically, that's what you're going to mostly be doing. So btn primary, btn secondary, padding, I think it has the same padding, so I can just copy this and paste here. So what I do mostly is I go to my normal style.css, then each section I just copy it down. I just copy and paste, basically. So if we check out the web container, welcome container, I can just copy this down, paste it here, and then adjust it so that it will look good on mobile phones. So the only thing you need is just the padding, margin, image, sizes, and all that. So let me reduce this 1.5, make this 0, make this 1, and make this 2 rem. So the next thing is the nav collection. So if I scroll down, the nav container, we don't need anything here. It's just display flex, justify content, align items. So the nav links, maybe we can take this one. We'll just reduce the gap. You don't need all this display flex, justify content, because they are still taking effect in the style.css. That's why you need to add, if you want to link the mobile, make sure you link it below the style.css. So let me reduce this gap to 1.9 rem. So the next thing we have is the nav collection. Nav collection item. We want to reduce the font size. So nav collection item. Font size of 0.7 rem. So nav collection, this one we just need to reduce the gap. Have we done this? Nav collection, no, we've not. We just need to reduce the gap. So you don't need all these other things. I'm mostly concerned with the spacing. So reduce the gap to 1 rem. Reduce the gap to 1 rem. Nav collection. Let's also target the nav btn. That's the buttons in the nav bar. We'll give them display of none. What else? We'll target the logo div. With 6 rem. So let's check out what we have so far. So this is what we have right now. So we've resized the nav bar. We're not yet done. So let's continue. There's a particular shape. So rectangle 118. Okay, we can still leave that one since it's right of 0. Providing this one. We need to reduce the font size. This is what's providing is this text right here. So let's copy it down, paste it. We want to reduce the font size. So let's make it 1.2 rem. So let's check it out now. Yeah, so it's smaller now. So the next thing, web services. Web services. Font size 1.5 rem. The next thing we have is the hero text. Hero text. Then the padding 1 rem, 2.3 rem, 0 rem, 0 rem. The next thing we have is the logo. Font size 1 rem. After that, we have the nav links. Gap 1.9 rem. After that, we have the nav. Have we done nav collection item? Nav collection item. Okay, we've done that already. I think we gave it a font size of, we've done that already. So hero container, that's the container that's holding this image, these images and this text. So give it display block. Hero text is the next one. Hero text, margin top of 17 rem. Hero paragraph, margin top 1 rem. Padding right 1 rem. So let's check out what we have so far. Yeah, it's starting to look good. So let's continue. So the next thing we have is hero collection, which is this one. Hero collection. So you can just copy and paste and then readjust the sizes. The hero collection, the margin top is 1.5 rem. So we can clear all this and change this to 1.5 rem. After that, we have the hero image div. Hero image div. Which is here. So let's copy this, paste it here, and then padding top. Okay, it doesn't have any padding top. So we're going to add, let's give it position absolute, top of 3 rem, left of 34 view width, and then we want to give it some animation. So animation 5 seconds, infinite, bounce, medium, and ease in. So the next thing we have is the hero image. So I can just copy this one. The hero image, we just want to reduce the size, width of 8.3 rem. So let's check out what we have so far. So see what we have so far. So the next thing, we need to resize the images, all these images in the hero section, in the hero div. So other hero image, first thing we have is the rectangle 29. Rectangle 29. Copy this, come here, paste it. So the width is 8.5 rem. We don't need this position absolute. So margin left minus 0.25. Margin top minus 1.8. So the next thing is the vector 2. Where are you? Vector 2, which is here, this one. So it's literally just copying and pasting, reducing the sizes of images, reducing the font sizes, all those good stuff. So margin left minus 6, width of 8 rem. Let me copy this one down. Width of 8 rem, margin left, margin top of 2, minus 2 rem. Margin top of minus 2 rem. The next thing we have is the rectangle 1178, which is this one right here, and we just want to hide it. We don't want it to show on mobile phones, so just clear this and write display of none. So let's check out what we have so far. Yeah, we're getting there. Display of none. So the next thing we have is group 1320. This one right here. Paste it. Just give it the same display of none. Let me copy this down. Display of none. The next is rectangle 1183. We want to hide that one as well. Display of none. Rectangle 117. I can just copy this one down. Copy this down. Then change this one. The same display of none. Then another rectangle, another shape that I want to hide. 1175. 5.7. Display of none as well. So I think we're done with the top. So let's refresh. Something is missing. I think the paragraph. I think we didn't style the paragraph. This paragraph right here. So hero paragraph. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Much better. So you see, we're done with this welcome section. So we need to work on our client section. So it's just literally copying and pasting, resizing things, repositioning things. So let me leave a comment. Client styles. It's good to leave comments so that you know, so that you can organize them properly and know where things are. So the first thing here is the client container. The first thing is the client container. Where is it? Yeah, is it here? So copy, literally copy and paste. So let me just copy these two styles, paste them here so I can resize the things. So padding top and bottom, 2 rem and 1 rem. We don't need this text align, we don't need the animation as well. So margin top 1.8 rem. Client image container, we don't need all these things, we don't need the align items. So the padding top 1.5 rem, 0.9 rem, and then gap of 1.3 rem. So the next is the client's heading. So let me just copy this. Copy down client heading. Font size 1.3 rem. Margin bottom 1.5 rem. So we need to target all the, let's check out what we have now. So yeah, we need to resize all these images in the client section. So I have to select them all. So the first is plan day. The second has a class of Braco. The third has a class of Pearl Fisher. The next one has a class of Bright Pearl. The next one has a class of plan day. So we want to resize them. So we'll give them width of 4 rem. Then align self center. Align self center. So let's check it out. Let's check what we have so far. Yeah, much better. I think we're done with that one. The next is the services section, which looks terrible. So let's continue. So we'll go down, leave a comment, services styles. Under that, we'll have services container. Let me just copy these guys, paste it, then change up everything. So for this place, I just need to change the padding. Padding top of 2 rem. left and right of 1.3 rem. Left and right of 1.3 rem. The services heading, font size of 1.3 rem. Margin bottom 1 rem. So the services paragraph, can just copy this. So you see, it's just the same thing. We're just resizing images, reducing padding, reducing margin. So this one is 2 rem, left and right. So services image div, which is this guy right here. Copy, paste. So we don't need all this center. We don't need this z index. We don't need this display flex. So this gap, we're reducing it to 0.6. The margin top, we leave it as 3 rem. So we don't need this since it's already on the other side. Let's save lines. So the next thing is the services image div, first inner one, and the services, let me just copy this, copy, paste, second inner one. Just want to give them margin bottom of 1 rem. Margin bottom of 1 rem. Let me copy. Okay, let me copy this one. Come down here, paste it, change this first to second. So this one, margin top of 3 rem. So services image div, first inner one, that's this guy right here. We want to resize. So you see the services section, we want to resize all these images here. They are too big, so we want to make them look good on mobile phones. So I'll copy this, paste it down here. Image div, first one. So I want to resize the width of 8 rem, height of 8 rem. So I can just copy this one down. The next one, first inner 2. The same thing, second inner one, this should be second inner one, and second inner 2. Second inner 2. So we're done. Then the blur, the width of 8 rem, height of 7.8 rem. So services inner heading, which is this one. copy it, paste it. So all I need is the font. I don't need all these guys. I just want to resize the font. So font size 1 rem. The next thing is decorator 2, the image in this services section, which is this guy right here. So copy, paste, reduce the width 10 rem. We don't need all this absolute and the rest. So left of 1 rem, don't need this one too. Margin top, let's reduce this one. Margin top of minus 9.9, margin left of minus 3. And then we don't need this z index because it's in the other one. So let's check out what we have so far. Yeah, looking good. So if we check, it looks good on mobile phones, but on tablets it's not looking good on tablets. So we're only styling for mobile phones. It looks good on laptops already. So we're styling for mobile phones now. So we're making progress. So the next part is our features. So I'll come here, leave a comment, features, styles. Then under it, we'll do the same thing, literally. Just copy. Let me copy everything here. I think I can just copy everything in the feature styles. And then I will take out the ones I don't need. Okay, we're done with the feature styles. So it's literally just copy and pasting and resizing things. So let's go back to the top. So for the features container, we have margin top of 2 rem. So I don't need this animation. I don't need this background color. I don't need this text align center. So margin top of 2 rem. Padding of 4 rem. And 0 rem. That's okay. Then features boxes. Margin left 4 rem. Okay, the margin left is still 4 rem, so I can click this. Margin top 2.6. Display of block this time, not flex. It's a mobile phone. I don't need this gap. So let's check it out. Yeah, let's continue. So features box active. We don't need all these border radius, border. We don't need the box shadow. We don't need the padding. All we need is the width, which we want to reduce to 16 rem. And then we need the margin bottom. Margin bottom 1.3 rem. So the features box, we don't need this border. Width, reduce it to 16. Height, nah, there's no height. We don't need the height. Margin bottom, we don't need the padding. So what we need is margin bottom. The margin bottom is 1.3 rem. So we need to reduce the. Do we need the border radius? Features box. Okay, let's give it border radius. So border radius of 7 pixels. The next is the feature box heading and feature box paragraph. Margin bottom of 1.2. Features heading font size of 1.3 rem. Margin bottom of 1.5, so we don't need this one. Features paragraph, we need to reduce this padding left and right to 3 rem. We don't need this features link since it's already set in the order in the style.css. So let's save it and check out what we have. Yeah, looking nice. So we changed it from flex because it's on the mobile phone. We changed it to display block instead of display flex so that they can stack on top of each other. So most times you're just going to be resizing things, changing the display flex to display block, changing font sizes, reducing padding, reducing margin, basically. So that's all. It's mostly copying and pasting and then changing the units. So the next one we have is the reviews. So we leave a comment. Review styles. So we'll do the same thing. We'll just copy. Where is it? We'll just copy everything in the reviews, and then we'll resize them. So from there to here, copy, paste, scroll back up. So reviews container, what we care about is the padding. So this one is 4 rem. Reviews heading and reviews paragraph. We want to reduce the margin bottom. We don't need this text align. Reduce this to 1.2. Reviews heading. Font size, want to reduce it to 1.3 rem. Reviews paragraph. Reduce the padding to 3 rem. Reviews inner div. We don't need this display flex. Reduce this one to 7.6. Margin top is still 3 rem. We don't need this one. Reviews image. We need to reduce the size. So change this to 9 rem. Reviews text. So padding of 1 rem, 0.5, 1 rem, then 0.5. So we don't need this background color. We don't need this one as well. So we increase the width, to 50. We set the height to 9 rem. So this one is going to be 1 rem. Reviews text heading 0.7. Reviews text paragraph 0.6. Text heading 2. Margin bottom of 0.25. Font size, let me just copy this one down. So we need one more actually. Reviews text heading 3. So we need this same font size. Let's copy Shift Alt and arrow key down. That's what I'm using. Copy it down. So reviews arrow, we don't need this position absolute. Padding left 40 view width, padding top 7 view height. Reviews rectangle, we don't need this index. The width, we need to reduce this to 7 rem. Margin top of -70. Margin left, okay, we don't have any margin left. That's reviews rectangle. So that's all, I think. We don't need this position absolute. So just the width and the margin top. So let's check out what we have. Yeah, it looks good. So the next part is the pricing section. So we'll leave a comment the same way we did this. Pricing styles. Under that, like I said, just go copy everything and change the units. So start from here. We'll stop here. Copy it down. Paste it. So pricing container. Margin 2.4 rem. Padding 4 rem. Align, okay, we don't need these align items, we don't need these animations as well. So padding and margin. Pricing heading, font size 1.3. Pricing box div. Display block this time. You don't need the gap. Margin left of 19. Padding 5 rem 0. So the next thing is the pricing box. We don't need anything that has to do with color. So height of 20, width of 15, padding of 3, and margin bottom. Margin bottom of 1.4 rem. So pricing box active. We don't need this one's. Height 20 rem. Width 15 rem. Padding 3 rem. We don't need anything else to do with color. Then margin bottom, I can just copy this one down. So the next thing we have is pricing box head. Okay, we don't need this. We didn't target these ones. And these ones as well. So what we have next is pricing box list. So padding, we want to focus on the padding. So padding bottom 1.2 rem. We don't need this one. Pricing decorator, width of 17. We don't need this position absolute, it's already set. We don't need the left of 0. Margin top minus 22.5. Margin left of 3 rem. We don't need this one. Z index is already set. Yeah. So let's check it out. Our pricing section. Yeah, it's looking good. So we're done with the pricing section. This decorator is this particular image right here. So it's time for the frequently asked questions section. So we'll repeat the same thing. FAQ styles. So the same thing, we'll just rinse and repeat. We'll copy everything in that section. So it's best to do it section by section so you won't make a mistake. So we'll copy this one down, paste it. Yeah. So FAQ container, we don't need this one. Margin top of -3 rem. Padding 2.5. FAQ heading. We don't need this align center. Font size 1.3. FAQ list, width of 20 rem. Margin left -3. So we don't need this list style. We don't need margin top. FAQ list heading, margin top of 1 rem. Font size of 1 rem. FAQ list, we don't need a paragraph. List heading, okay, we need to target the paragraph. So let me copy this one. Bring it down. FAQ list paragraph. So for this, we're just changing the font size to 0.8 rem. So FAQ list item is just the padding we're focusing on. We don't need all these ones. So 2 rem and 1 rem. So let's check out what we have. Let me save it. Yeah, it's looking good. So it's just the footer that is left. So like I said, do the same thing again. Go to the footer, copy everything, and then paste it. So let me leave a comment. Footer styles. So scroll back up. Footer container. All we care about is the padding. So 2.5, 1 rem and 2.5. So we don't need this one. Courses heading 1.3 rem. Courses BTN. We don't need this courses BTN. We actually don't need all this. Where is the okay? We need to target the footer logo. Class of footer logo. Margin bottom of 2 rem. The next is footer logo heading. So let me just copy this one. Footer logo heading. Okay, margin bottom 0.8 rem. Font size 1.3 rem. So footer links, where are you at? This one right here. So I don't think we need all these ones, so let me just clean this. Footer links, gap of 1.6. We need display flex, margin top of 3 rem. Footer links div, okay, let me just copy this one down. Footer links div, padding top 4 rem. Display block, so we need this list head. Let me just copy this one. List head, margin bottom 1 rem. List head, margin bottom 1 rem. List item, let me just copy this. List head, list item, margin bottom 0.8 rem. Font size 0.9 rem. Final footer item. So I don't think we need all these ones. So after list item, you can just clean all this. So final footer item, we don't need this. We care about the font size 0.8 rem. Footer, we don't need this credits, it's already in the other one. So footer img, we want to resize the images, so we don't need this absolute width of 4 rem. Don't need the right of 0. Margin top -3. So footer img 3, the same thing. Margin top -3, width of 4 rem. So I can just copy this one and delete all these ones. Footer img 2. So this one is actually margin top of -2.4. The other one, the same thing. So I can just copy these ones, clear these ones. Yeah, and we're done. So if you remember let's check out the website. So we're done with the footer. So this is the footer, this is the FAQ section, the pricing plan, reviews, and features, services. our clients, and then the welcome section. If you remember, we gave this this image div, we gave it animation. If you remember, if we scroll back to the top, where are you? We gave it animation 5 seconds. We give it a name of bouncy medium. So let me copy this. Just want to give it a little bit of animation just to make it come alive, because if you check out the desktop view, it has a little bit of, so you see this image is moving up and down, and this one as well. So we just want to give the mobile view a little bit of life as well. So we want to make this image have a little motion. So we'll scroll all the way down, and then we'll add keyframes. Identifier is the bounce medium. So at 50%, I want it to transform and translate Y. So that's the vertical axis. So it's just going to keep moving up and down by 20 pixels, basically. So let's check it out. Can you see? Just give it a little bit of life. So yeah, we're done with the mobile responsiveness. So I'm going to be linking the source files, because we're stopping here in this video. This is just to show you how to make a website responsive. So in the source files, if you check the code, I'm going to also work on the responsiveness on the tablet. So it's just basically the same thing. If we select tablets, so tablets usually have like a max width of like 900 pixels. So target 900 pixels and do the same thing. You copy and paste, then resize things. And tablets are very similar to laptops, so you just have to maybe resize a few things, reduce padding, margin, basically the same thing. So when you check out the source files, you're going to see the styles for the tablets. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you got some value from this project. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.